Yeah, I'm the only one to get the job done. I don't know a nigga that can cover for me. Yeah, got some game from my day, so she might.
So I've been speaking to a few people and trying to get some different ideas that people would like to see me do. Obviously I've done my training videos. We have got a lot more to come as well with the training videos, but we've been asking people what they'd be interested in me videoing and what they'd like to see from me, and you know, what can I help people with as well. And the main thing that came back to me was this whole idea of the motivation idea. You know, what motivates me, what gets me going, and what makes me do what I want to do, and what gets me to where I want to be. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to do a short video on what does actually motivate me. I mean, decided to do kind of like a series, so it's a live series where I'll be talking in different videos about different things to do with motivation, different motivational techniques, just kind of characteristics, perspectives, how I take things, how I look at things. I'm also going to do a few collaborations with a few friends as well on their perspective of how they train. You know, everyone's different, everybody has different ways in which they motivate themselves, and I thought it'd be good to get some other people that are in the industry. One of the people being Jason McKenzie. I've got a lot of respect for Jason. He's going to come on some videos and he's going to express his opinions and show you know, how he gets motivated and how he goes about everything. So it's going to be a series, so probably, I don't know, a handful of videos that we'll do based on this whole idea of motivation techniques and, you know, perspective characteristics and so on and so forth. So I hope you guys enjoy. And just stay tuned. After this one there'll be various other ones, like I keep saying, so hope you enjoy. Any feedback would be great, and any more ideas that people want me to do or include in the coming video, just give me a shout. So the first video, like I said, is going to be a what motivates me video. Where I'm going to start really is with the 4 professionals that I think that really have motivated me in wanting to become high in this industry and wanting me to do the best I possibly can. They're the people that I've looked up to and said, yeah, I want to achieve that. So the 4 people that I'm talking about is Ryan Terry, Steve Cook, Lex Griffin and Ross Dickinson. Those 4 people, I feel I've looked at them and I've thought, that's where I want to be. You know, they're at the pinnacle of their fitness, they're at the high end, they're kind of, a lot of people will look up to them, but they're the people that really did change my attitude. Ryan Terry especially, he was the guy that I saw the photo of that I've shown in my transformation video. He was the guy that really made me change my perspective and how I wanted to go about my fitness journey, and really did change my views. I mean, when I first started this whole journey, I guess you would call it, I didn't want to compete, but then that's changed in the last kind of 6 months to being now that's where I want to go. I really want to compete, and hopefully my first show is going to be in April next year with the UK BFF. So that's my overview. That's where I want to go. The people I just mentioned are the people that have changed my mind, and they have motivated me to become what they already are. Although those 4 people do motivate me, when I look at them and I think, yeah, that is what I want to be, I think it's important for yourself not to get hooked on people like that, because they're already there. So they're not worrying about you. Essentially, you need to, yeah, great, take inspiration from them and take their attitudes and take their whole aura of how they are into, and try and put it into yourself, but don't become too fixated on them that you are then neglecting yourself. You're not looking at yourself enough, you're not worrying about yourself enough, you're not worrying about your own training, your own diet. You're more focused on what are they doing, what's someone else doing, because we're all different. You know, everybody works in different ways, our body works in different ways. One thing that works for them guys may not necessarily work for you, so you need to get your own motivation as well as looking at other people like that. You also need to be your biggest motivator, which is a very, very key thing, I think, and I'll come and pick up on that in a little bit. But the main point I'm trying to say is just don't become too fixated on people that are in the industry. It is good to have role models, but just be careful and don't become too fixated on them that you do neglect yourself in the process. So I touched upon this self-motivational thing just a minute ago. The main point for that for me is, if you are not willing to do something yourself, if you're not willing to push yourself to the limit and you're not willing to go beyond that limit, then you need to rethink. You need to be good in this industry. You really need to be your own motivator, because at the end of the day, no one else is going to get you out of bed in the morning. No one else is going to make you go to the gym. No one's going to make you do that extra set. No one's going to make you push that extra rep out. At the end of the day, that all comes down to you and how you are and how you motivate yourself. So I think the main thing in motivation is motivating yourself, taking motivation that you see and you want to be and processing that in your own way and making yourself, pushing yourself to the limits of where your body doesn't want to go, but your mind is telling your body, so your body's got no choice. If you're telling your body to go somewhere, then it's got no choice. If you're forcing it to go there, it's got no choice. So it's about being self-motivated, having a goal, and ultimately love what you're doing as well. If you don't enjoy what you do, you're not going to be successful, because you're not going to put all your effort in. I think it's essential that you have to love. It has to be everything you want to be. You have to absolutely love with a passion, and you want to learn everything you possibly can and take everything you can on board, and you love every aspect of what you do. I think that's very, very important to becoming a great success in whatever you're doing. It's not just for training purposes. That is a life kind of thing. You need to really love what you're doing to be able to really strive and be excellent in it. Okay, two other things that probably motivate me is music. I think that music can be very, very powerful. I think it can change your mood. It can create a mood. You know, music's a big part of my life. Wherever I am, I like to listen to music, whether that's training, whether that's in the car, whether that's going for walks, whether you're doing your cardio, whatever you're doing. I feel that without music, I wouldn't feel as passionate about certain things, and it wouldn't. Music pushes me through some of the hard sessions that you come to on the days where you feel a bit groggy. If you get some good music in your ears, and that really does help me. It really does push me along. So I think it's essential to get a good playlist if you're in the gym. Get some good tunes, get some good songs that are gonna, force you out some extra reps, that are gonna change your mood and almost kind of improve your mood and really, really make you dig in. So I think a good playlist is essential. The second thing is this is quite an important thing, I think, for me, is other people giving you praise. You look at yourself every day in the mirror, you see yourself every day, you work with your body every day. I think the biggest change you can possibly see is when you see someone and they go, blimey, you look different, you look bigger, you look great. And I think that's a good way of pushing you a little bit further as well. If people are also noticing the difference, ultimately you're doing this for you. This is your goal. You're wanting to get to somewhere, so it shouldn't relate too much on this. But if you do get some good feedback and some good praise, it does make you feel good about yourself, and it does make you want to push even harder. So the next time they see you, they're like, wow, you've really improved again. So I think that's a good motivational thing you can. It's not really one you're in control of, but it's one is good to receive, and that's being praised by people and saying that you are doing well. Sometimes you need that little lift as well to get you out of a rut if you get stuck in a rut. That's just a few things I touched on that motivates me. There are other various things, and I probably will think of them once I've finished this video. So I'll probably do another video as well in future of some extra bits and bobs, that do help me to motivate a lot more. One extra thing that I would say, going back to the music, is that I have a particular song that I play every time I go to the gym. I play this particular song every single time that I'm in the gym. It's almost like a signal to my body to say, right, it's game time, get your game face on and let's do this. So that's a good technique as well that I use every time I'm in the gym. Is the same piece of music. It plays the same time every time before I pick up the weights. So I listen to one bit of music that really, it's kind of a signal to my body to say, right, this is it, this is ready, we'll go in, come on. So that's a good technique for me as well. That may not work for certain people, we're all different, but that's definitely a good motivational technique for me. Okay, so that was just a short clip of a few things that do motivate me. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a series, so just stay tuned for a few more bits and bobs. I've also spoken to Josie and Barney, my two prep coaches, and I'm now going on to a new routine. Diet's staying the same, but the training is completely changing, so there'll be new videos coming up and around, and a few other exciting bits coming in as well, so just stay tuned. And I'd like to just say thank you everybody for their support. So just stay tuned. Hope you like this video, and as I say, anything that I can help anybody on, just give me a message. Any kind of tutorials and videos that I can do that people want to see, just give me a message or give me a comment, and I'll do my best to get them out for you. One more thing that I am going to do a little video on is protein. I've had a lot of people come to me and say, what protein is best to who should I go to, what brands should I use. As I've said in previous videos, I can't reveal my diet, but I'll help people with, people come to me with general questions, as in what protein is good, what protein should I look out for, what should I look out for in a good protein. So I'll do a little video on different proteins, what stage you're in, if in the gym, what kind of protein you should be looking at. Just a rough idea. I mean, I'm no expert, but just going from what I've already experienced, I will try and help a few other people out.